All right, just about. All right, good afternoon, everyone. Today is Wednesday, January 30th, 2013. Let's go through the results of the live trading room this morning. On gold, we were plus 8 ticks. On the NQ, we were plus 4 ticks. On the Russell, we were plus 9 ticks. And on crude oil, we were minus 8 ticks. So we were minus 8 ticks on crude, plus 8 on gold, plus 4 on the NQ, and plus 9 on the Russell. That brings our net profit for the month of January so far up to $3,787.50. So that means tomorrow I am going to have to make $215 to be over $4,000 for the month of January. All right, well, that's okay. Hopefully I'll be able to do that. Today it took us 20 minutes to reach our 2-point mark. Okay, it took us 20 minutes and 3 trades to reach our 2-point mark this morning. I am also keeping track of that, but we don't really have any lengthy statistics on that yet because we just started keeping track of it. But I mean, I would venture to say that we could go back into December, and pretty much every day from here back into December, we've hit 2 points at some point. Our last down day in the live trading room, knock on wood, excluding commissions, was December 10th. And let's just get into the trades, okay? I'll start off with this one right here because this is the Russell, and this was our last trade of the morning. We didn't trade in here. When it started off, it was really super choppy in here, okay? And we didn't take any trades in there at all, okay? Not a single trade. And then it had a big move down. We did have some partners that took some nice trades in here on this move down. However, we stayed away from it. We missed all these right here. This one, and this one. We missed them all. But on the start of the move down, I just stayed away from that whole thing. And then it went sideways a little bit, and toward the end of the morning session, right in here, it gave an up close right here above the trend line. Now, I'll bring this picture up, and we can go through the rules again. I do this every day. I use the same picture every day because it never changes. I use the same picture. Actually, this is a Crude GCL G3. I use the same picture across all the markets too because it doesn't change. It's the same thing over and over and over again. All right, but here we got our bullish cross. That's step 1. We got our pullback. Our pull away from the BBC. That's step 2. Step 3, right in here, we didn't actually get. Okay, we didn't actually get step 3 here because it didn't hit the BBC. We did have bullish divergence, so in this case you could take the up close above the trend line. Okay, and that's where the entry was over here. I didn't take that trade at the time. It did move up 5 or 6 ticks, and then it moved back down. If you did take that trade, the entry was at 900.5, I believe, 900.4, 900.5, right in there. I didn't take the trade. And if you did take it, you stayed in it. I finally took the trade. Actually, no, I didn't take that trade. And it happened again over here. The close above the trend line where the entry was 900.4. I didn't take that trade either. I finally took it over here. No, I didn't take this one because I was doing something else at the moment. And when I saw it close back up above or I saw it getting back up above the MA1 over here anyway, I jumped into it right at the end of the morning session, and I took 9 ticks profit. I know some of the other partners jumped into it with me. It went right up to the weekly trading zone. All right, but I took 9 ticks profit on that trade right there. You can see right here it had some bearish divergence, but the price and the black line were above the BBC, so there was no trading in there. It's now crossed down below. So far, if we were to look at this, we have the bearish cross, which is step 1, the pull away, which is step 2. We don't have the divergence yet, so we don't have step 4, and it hasn't pulled back up to test the BBC, so we don't have step 3. Okay, so let's just be done with the Russell for now. Crude oil, let's put crude over here, and we can take a look at the crude. Now we took a break-even trade there, and a losing trade here on crude. Those were our trades in the morning on the crude oil. Crude started out, well, crude inventories came out today. We took a break-even trade there too. Crude inventories came out today, and so the crude was really choppy during that period, a little bit before it and right at it. There were some opportunities in here. We took a short trade right here when we moved our stop quickly because the green line was so close to the cycle. So once it put 4 or 5 ticks profit in the trade, we moved our stop to break even. Now, at this point right here, this was at 946. If I had taken 2 ticks profit on this trade, that would have put us over the 2-point mark on the morning. So 16 minutes into the morning, we could have been at our plus 2-point mark. But I wanted to execute the trade normally. I didn't want to try to do that just to make the 2 points. So we let it go, and it came back and it stopped us out of break even. There was a trade in here that we didn't take. We missed. More trades in here. As you know, the bearish cross, the pull away, the pull back up test of the BBC with the down close with the bearish divergence. The entry would have been right in here on the crude. Now that's right before the crude inventories come out. So all these bars right in here are all the crude inventory reaction. Okay. We waited for that to settle down for about 5 minutes or so. There was an opportunity right here that we missed, and then the next opportunity was the down close below the trend line. We actually got in down here instead of up here. We got in down here, and once it moved down. It didn't put in a lower low in here. We moved our stop to break even. It took us out at break even, turned around, went up. There was an opportunity to get long right in here. If you go back and look at this, it's the same exact rules over and over and over again. Okay. Finally, over here, we got long on this up close right here. On the up close, I think everything was still blue on the up close, or it might have actually turned red, but I didn't notice it. The up close right here, off the BBC, same rules, it just stopped out on me. Okay, it just turned around and stopped me out, and that happens. Okay, I'll be quick, Mike. I just saw your comments in there. I'll be quick. So we had right in here an opportunity to short. We didn't take it. We missed it, and then it got into the break period here. Okay, so we ended down 8 ticks on crude this morning. All right. Right now, as this is developing, it looks like it's probably creating a long opportunity in there right now. All right, I'm going to move the crude over, and we'll jump on gold. We were plus 8 ticks on the gold this morning. Let's slide this all the way back here. All right, now our first trade on gold was right here. We took a break even on it because the green line was so close to the cycle. I was really fast with my risk on that. As soon as we started moving, I figured if we were going to keep going, we weren't going to turn back. And it turned back just a little bit. It took me out at break even. I jumped in it again when we had more divergence over here, right here. Okay, and I took 8 ticks profit on that. That was at 946 as well. Okay, so at that point right there, we were up 8 ticks on gold, and we could have taken the 2 points at that point, but we waited a few more minutes and we took it on the NQ. Did you hear me say that? We took it on the NQ. That's, again, 3 days in a row now. Green on the NQ. Anyway, it moved up here, and it moved pretty strong up here, too. There was some good opportunity in here to take some profits. Right in there, could have gotten long. Right in there, you could have gotten long. Right in here, you could have gotten long. I mean, that right there, people, is an easy $300 a contract right there. And that was about 7 or 8 minutes of the morning. I missed all those trades because I was trading other things or answering questions or emails or something. But right there, that's an easy $300 a contract right there. Okay. It turned around. There was an opportunity to short it right in here. And let's see, over here, an opportunity to get long. This one only gave 5 or 6 ticks before it turned around. Then the thing just tanked. These arrows are, because I resized the charts, these arrows are in the wrong place. So I can just get rid of the arrows. But over here, a test to the BBC with a down close was an opportunity to get short for about 5 or 6 ticks. Over here right now, we have bullish divergence, a test to the BBC with an up close. So right here on this up close, you could have gotten long from 80.8 up to 81.5 for 8 ticks. Is that right? 7 ticks. Anyway. All right. That is it on the gold. Okay. We ended the gold up 8 ticks. We're going to look at the NQ now. On the NQ was the one that put us at the 2-point mark this morning, right here. Okay, the very first trade on the NQ was right here. All right, a close above the trend line and up it went. Over here, there was another one, a close above the trend line and up it went. All right, we got long on this one and we took 1 point. It kept moving up in here, but the cycle was moving down. It was sort of resetting and topping out. All right. Then on the way down, right here on the down close below the trend line. You know, this is all the same stuff. You look for the bearish cross, the pull away, the test of the BBC with a down close. All right. Before it tested the BBC, right here we had an opportunity to short below the trend line on the continuation trend below the trend line. All right. Now we could have shorted again right here if we drew another trend line on the thing. It tested the BBC and it gave the down close, but there was blue on the cycle, so you want to get a confirmation of the continuation of the trend, which is a close below the trend line. Right there would have been the spot to short again on the way down. And that was also a close below the MA1, which is an awesome opportunity. Okay. There are just more opportunities all the way down here. There were more opportunities over and over and over again. And then it turned around and it started to go up. And there were all these opportunities on the way up. All right. And that was all this morning on the NQ. Now, there was some great trading opportunities there on the NQ this morning. I unfortunately missed a whole bunch of them because I was doing other stuff. Let's see. Over here, now we have on the ES, there were a couple of opportunities this morning also. There's some pre-market ones that the partners wanted me to go over, so I did. There was one right here, a short down to the weekly trading zone. Over here, a short out of the weekly trading zone. And over here, this was actually during the market. This down close right here was an opportunity to get short, and that went for about 1.5 points. Turned around, went up, and there's nothing in here right now on the ES. We didn't really pay attention to the 6J or the natural gas this morning. There wasn't much to do over there on those. The soybeans, we didn't pay much attention to that either. Okay, there were a couple opportunities here on the soybeans. You can see I drew in some trend lines, but they were all after the fact, those trend lines. I didn't draw them in while they were actually happening. We missed everything that was over there on the soybeans this morning. All right. I know Mike Reed's going to come on and talk to everyone, so I'm going to wrap it up right here. What I want to say is if you have not taken a free trial with us, go to www.cfrn.net/apply. Sorry, I read a text at the same time. Again, I'll say that, www.cfrn.net/apply. Sign up for the free trial. In the free trial, you get 5 days in our live trading room. You get access to the charting platform and all the indicators. You get access to Dwayne and I. We'll answer your questions, your emails, your phone calls, all that sort of stuff for 5 business days. Okay. If you have taken the free trial or if you're in the free trial, you should have an email telling you how to become a partner so that you can get the indicators for a lifetime, or for as long as you have DT Pro, you will have the indicators and all upgrades. It's in your email. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. If you have any questions about it, give me a call. My phone number's in the email too. All right, and that's my cell phone, so you'll be calling me directly. All right, everyone. With that, I'm going to wrap up. We are, what did I say on my little spreadsheet? We are now plus $3,787.50 in the month of January. We only have 1 day left, and hopefully I'm going to make it over $4,000 tomorrow, but we'll see. You know, 37.87.50 is not too bad, not too shabby. That's per contract, excluding commissions. All right, that's it, guys. Going to wrap up the recording here, and we will see you, well, tomorrow, I guess.
All right.